Should you run a branded Google search campaign for your Shopify store? What are the factors you need to consider before putting aside budgets to set up such a Google Ads campaign? Today's topic is exactly about that. Hi, I'm Clarice Lin, the ROI doctor who helps Shopify store owners to scale up profitable Google Shopping ads. If you're new to my channel, welcome! Check out one of my best resources, the Shopify Marketing Guide, where I go into 25 pages of pros and cons to analyze what are the different ways you can drive more high-quality traffic to your store aside from running Google Ads. You can check out the link in the description and pinned comments. Before I go into when would be a good time to be running a branded Google Ads campaign, I want to share with you what is the definition of a branded search campaign. A branded search campaign in Google Ads means you will set up a text-based ad campaign and you'll be targeting keywords that has to do with your company name or your product names. For example, if your company name is called Gigantic Fluffy Pet Store, that's the name of your store. In your Google Ads campaign, you will be targeting the name Gigantic Fluffy or Gigantic Fluffy Pet Store. That will be a branded keyword search. If you have a product name that's called Gigantic Fluffy Unusual 2-inch collar, and if someone goes into Google and type that exact product name out, that will be considered as part of your targeting keywords for your branded search campaign. From the examples I've given you, I hope that gives you a good idea of what you're targeting when you're setting up a branded search campaign. It typically means if someone goes into Google and type in the name that's related to your company name or to your product name that is really unusual and is very unique in the market, that's called a branded search campaign. And why would you set up a branded search campaign? Search terms are typically divided into mainly two categories: branded search keywords and non-branded search keywords. If you're a relatively new Shopify store owner and there are not many people who have heard about your store, they haven't heard of the store name, they have not heard of your unique product names. This means that there is no point in you setting up a branded search campaign because nobody is going to go into Google and type out your company name, your brand name, because nobody has heard of it. In that scenario, there is no need for you to set up a branded search campaign. However, if your store is now relatively well established, you have a number of ad campaigns that is driving good traffic to your store, people are buying from you, you're generating a relatively high volume of sales to your store. That means more likely there are people who have heard of the store name, maybe they have told their friends, maybe you have a great presence on social media. There is a very high chance that there is a small group of people who might have heard of your brand and would go to Google and search for your store name, for your brand or your product names. In that case, it would make a lot of sense to set up a branded search campaign because you want people who are looking for your brand to actually find your brand. You want to help shoppers who are looking for your store to be able to find your store, and that's where you will set up a branded search campaign. There are also 5 other benefits that a branded search campaign could bring to your brand. Number 1, brand recognition. You might be thinking, if I'm a well-established store, then what's the point of setting up a branded search campaign? Shouldn't shoppers be able to find my store easily? Well, that's true. However, if you set up a branded search campaign, it means that you will have more control over the targeting and messaging of your brand. When you set up a branded search campaign, you can not only create customized messaging that direct shoppers who are typing specific keywords to specific pages of your page. So they will not just necessarily arrive on the home page, they could arrive on other product pages or collections pages. If your store is selling multiple categories of product, you could create branded search campaigns for that specific category and you could control the messaging. For example, if you're a pet store owner and you're selling like a 2-inch dog collar and your material that you're using is very specific, it's very targeted, and there are special features that is your unique selling point, and you'll be able to highlight that specific unique feature of your product in your ad campaign. And if you're having a specific promotion, you'll be able to highlight this promotion as part of your branded search campaign. If someone's typing in your store name and your branded search campaign appears in front of them, you'll be able to show them this specific promotion that's happening right now. Benefit number 2, competitive landscape. Let's say that the name you have chosen for your store or some of the names of your products are very similar to what your competitors are selling. In this case, it matters a lot that you set up a branded search campaign because you want your shoppers who are typing those keywords to land on your store instead of finding your competitors who might have a similar looking name. name. A branded search campaign in this scenario makes sure that the user searching for your brand finds your business. Benefit number 3, protecting your brand. If your competitors decide to run a campaign to target your brand name, then all the more you will need to run your own branded search campaign because you don't want the traffic that was meant for your store to go to your competitors. If you set up your own branded search campaign and users type in your brand name into search, Google will more likely show your ads rather than your competitors' ads because Google would deem that your ad is more likely relevant to the users because they are looking for your store rather than divert those traffic to your competitors. Even if your competitors might be willing to pay more, Google will still more likely show your ads because they know that the users are most interested and are looking for your brand, and they would more likely show your ads to help them find what they want rather than show your competitors' ads. In this scenario, a branded search campaign serves to ensure that shoppers who are looking for your brand will end up on your store pages rather than going to your competitors. Benefit number 4, reputation management. If your store recently has experienced some negative reviews or negative feedback, you can use a branded search campaign to turn those sentiments around. A couple of ways to turn around those negative sentiments could be a branded search campaign to promote one of your blog posts about one of your product, what are like the pros and cons, a comparison against other products in the market. You can also use a branded search campaign to change how shoppers perceive your brand. In this scenario, a branded search campaign serves as a way to manage your store's reputation, manage the reputation of your products, and how shoppers view your products. Benefit number 5, collecting valuable data. Running a branded search campaign is also a way for you to collect data about how people are searching for your brand and products. If you want to have a better idea of what are the product names that people are typing into Google and what they are clicking on to find your store, are they simply finding your store by the store name, or are there specific products that are really popular so people are typing in those product names and that's how they find your store. This gives you a better view and understanding of how people are searching for your products and how your different products are being marketed. By collecting all this data, it will give you more valuable insight of what else can you be doing, what other marketing campaigns can you be doing, should you do social media campaigns, or should you double up on this other campaign that is launching a new product. Things like that. That will help you to manage your marketing budget in a more sophisticated manner. I hope that gives you a good idea of how you can leverage on branded search campaign for your Shopify store. And to sum it up, if you're a new Shopify store owner and nobody has heard of your store, nobody has heard of your products before, then forget about branded search campaign. Use your money for something else that will be more beneficial. However, if your brand is well established and you're ready to move to the next level, and if there are people going to Google typing your store name or typing your product name, then it's time to set up a branded search campaign to get control of how your shoppers perceive your brand and product. If you're currently running Google Shopping campaigns and you want to improve performance, you can check out one of my videos here on how you can improve click-throughs for your Google Shopping ads, link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If you're struggling to decide what is the target return on ad spend you should set for your Google Shopping campaign, I also have another video right here where I talk about how you should set up this target return on ad spend, what is the best value, what are the factors you should consider, link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If your current Google Shopping campaign receives this notification by Google, limited by budget, and you're not quite sure if you should be increasing your budget yet, I also have another video right here where I talk about what does it mean by limited by budget, and if you should increase your budget, and if so, how much should you increase your budget by. Check out the video, link in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If you're looking for one-on-one help to scale up your shopping ads to make them profitable, I will be able to help you. I help Shopify store owners to scale up your Google Shopping ads to make them profitable and continue to get highly targeted shoppers to your store who are going to turn into your best customers. To get in touch, you can check out my contact details in the description and pinned comments. I hope you found this video useful for you to understand what exactly is a branded search campaign and whether you are in the right place now to set up a new branded search campaign for your Shopify store. If you found this video useful, remember to give it a like. It does help with the algorithm, and do subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss future videos on how to grow and scale up profitable Google Shopping ads. I'm Clarice Lin, the RI Doctor, signing off. Stay profitable.